I'm recording this from one of my happy places, the seat of my kayak. So we've had our kayaks for about 6 months, and today I'm doing something I've been wanting to do ever since we got the kayaks, and that is go out real early on a Sunday morning before church and paddle for a couple of hours. So I've been paddling for almost an hour, and this river is about 15-20 minutes from my house. And I have seen in the last hour just really 2 guys in a fishing boat. The section of the river that I'm doing is really nice because it's a preserve, so there's no development, no houses, nothing. It's really, really pristine, and it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful morning. Temperatures were in the mid-50s when I got up this morning, so beautiful day. Foggy, but really cool looking with the fog on the river. So the direction I'm going north, upriver, and in, I don't know, probably 10 more minutes, the river goes underground and, just kind of just dead ends, and then it picks up a couple miles away. So it's a really cool section of the river. So I'm gonna keep paddling for a little bit, and hopefully I've got to turn around in about 15 minutes. So hopefully I'll hit this section real soon. So let's get paddling. Paddling is such a great complement to cycling. You really use your upper body, your shoulders, your biceps, your back, so you don't have spindly little cycling arms. Really works your core, and it's a great way to do it. What's cool about this section where the river goes underground is there are actually some hiking trails there, so I can get out of my boat, stretch my back, and just walk around for a few minutes. So this is it. This is where the river just completely stops because it goes underground. This is a pretty big river, so there's obviously a massive cave system under there. What's also really cool about this river is there are springs, not on this end, but if I go the other direction from where I started, there are a lot of springs. This area is it's a cave diving capital of the United States. There are tons of underwater caves, something that I was really into for a while. So yeah, so peaceful out this morning, so quiet. All right, let's beach the boat and walk around, stretch the legs, stretch the back. So here's my kayak, by the way. It's a Perception Triumph 13. We opted for sit-on-top kayaks because you can get in and out of them easier. They drain really well. This one has some pretty good storage. I got a dry hatch storage there, a dry hatch by my legs where I can put my phone. Really comfortable seat. It's pretty fast for a sit-on-top, so that's one of the main disadvantages of a sit-on-top, is they're not as sleek and fast as a sit-inside. But this one's pretty narrow, 13 feet long, so it's decently fast. So yeah, we haven't used our kayaks in like 3 months. They've just been sitting, so I'm really excited to get out and enjoy it today. I'm gonna walk around. There's some hiking trails up here. It's a good way to... This is a good workout. I'm looking forward to going back downriver and just cruising a little bit more. I haven't paddled in a while, so I'm going to be a little sore tomorrow, I think. That's a good shoulder workout. So, alligators. I've only seen a couple gators on this river. They're pretty cool to see. There's a bunch of deer over there. They took off when they heard me. These trails you can actually bike on. The problem is they also allow horses. And horses and bikes don't mix in Florida because our soil can be sandy. Horses just chew up the trails. I mean, it's just, I guess with a fat bike, it'd probably be okay. But a normal bike, it's just kind of miserable. Either this one or this one, not both. That's what I like about San Flasco, the place that I mainly ride, is the horse and bike trails are separate. I don't really know exactly where I'm at right now as far as the park system. But it's a pretty cool park. There's a nice bridge that goes over the river at the state park. There's camping. So yeah, it's a lot of cool places around here. All right, good little stretch break. Man, my back gets sore and tight when I paddle a lot, just sitting down in that kayak. It's such a good workout. Oh, what a peaceful morning. Oh my, I've had many times when I've thought about moving to the mountains, wished I lived in the mountains. One of my favorite things to do is just ride my trail bike in the mountains. And you know, Seth moving up to one of my favorite areas, Western North Carolina. I mean, I've ridden Colorado, Arizona, New Jersey, Georgia, Tennessee, but I think my favorite place to ride is Western North Carolina, DuPont State Forest, Pisgah. So to see Seth's videos of him riding up there, I'm just like, oh. Seth, if you're watching this video, I'm getting in touch with you in the spring. I want to come up and ride with you. Just my favorite place to ride. But you know, I do love where I live. Having places like this. I mean, like I said, this river is less than 20 minutes from my house. The BMX track is less than 20 minutes from my house. You know, the other day I was working out in the garage. We live on about 4 acres, just beautiful piece of property. I could hear an owl off in the distance. We've had deer in our backyard. There's a train nearby. I woke up the next morning, could hear the train. And you know, this time of the year is just so nice. From about end of October until about May, it's just awesome here, especially like November through March. The weather's just amazing. And then to be able to kayak, you know, and then like yesterday, I rode my gravel bike for half an hour to my office, switched over to the mountain bike, did a 2.5-hour ride on the trail, and then did gravel roads back home. So even though I don't live in the mountains, I still live in such a great area. There's so many things to do. You know, I still get to travel to the mountains quite a bit. So yeah, this kind of getting out on a little paddle like this morning just reminds me that it's not too bad. Like I said, at least I get to travel to the mountains. All right, time to get back in the kayak and paddle back. Oh, back into the water. Going downstream, the equivalent of a great tailwind on a bicycle. I pushed it pretty hard coming up. I wanted to make it to this spot. So now I'm gonna paddle a little more gently. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the fog. And the peace and quiet. It's a great time to come out. Actually, every time I've been out here, when I come up this direction, I hardly see anybody. When Hurricane Irma came through here, this river rose, I want to say like 15 or 20 feet. And I'll go under a bridge right before I get back to the boat launch. And the water went up to the bridge. So I'll show you that. It's amazing how high this river got with that hurricane. The leaves are pretty right now. Our fall leaves hit about December. So most areas of the country, your leaves turn in October. Ours turn in December. So some decent color change out here. The mountain bike trails are beautiful right now. Lots of colors. Not like up in the Smokies, but it's still pretty decent. That tree looks cool. Look how it's leaning over the river. It's growing sideways. Beautiful colors though. I feel like I've been doing arms in the gym. Let's see, strength training in the gym or kayaking? I'll choose kayaking. Strength training in the gym is not my favorite activity, but I do it. So here's the bridge that I was talking about. The water went over the road during Hurricane Irma, or like right after it, because it dumped a bunch of water up in North Georgia, which flows, or I should say South Georgia, which flows down here. So yeah, dude, that's high. I haven't been out here since the hurricanes. Over the road. Crazy. All right, we're back. It took like 15 minutes less coming back downriver. Oh, the arm workout continues. It's a little bit easier with two people.